Hello everyone, we have a very special guest with us today. Again, we've been doing so many interviews at MWC, the first ever MWC in the Middle East, and they chose Doha, Qatar for it. And we have with us Nicolas Korovesis. He is the director of sales at Synamedia. So the first time I heard the name, I was like, I've seen it somewhere. But then I went on, and when you look at Synamedia, it's one of the biggest companies when it comes to partnering with so many local companies. They work with Etisalat, they work with AT&T, they work with BN, they're here with BN as well. They work with so many companies, but let's hear it from the man himself, because that's the person who can tell us. Nicholas, first of all, welcome to the Smashy Business Show.
Thank you for having me.
The very first question would be, where did Synamedia start? What do they do for a normal person? And how do you work with so many big companies?
Okay, so for starters, our company has more than 30 years of history.
Nice.
And it's always been in the forefront of innovation in the media space. So back in the day, you can imagine that it was the first company that invented the smart card for delivering secure video across satellite or other means. And we've been innovating for all 30 years.
Nice.
I mean, we were the company that invented the red button that allows you to have interactivity in the video space.
Oh.
And we've always been B2B kind of company, right?
Yeah.
So we support the likes of BN, OSN, Etisalat. You know, these are only names in this region, but globally, I mean, we are based in UK as a headquarter, but globally offices. You know, customers like Sky is a statement customer, like you say, AT&T, and even in Asia, a lot of Indian
I think
operators.
Bharti or something. The
Airtel, Bharti.
Yeah, Bharti, all of them.
Astro in Malaysia, and even all the way to New Zealand. I mean, we cover the entire world. We are, because of our innovation heritage, we have been invited by being here to be on their stand and also show the future of television.
Yeah.
So you're welcome to come along afterwards and come and see what we feel the future of television looks like.
And what is the future of television? I think that's the follow-up question that makes sense. What is the future? Because a lot of people are saying that television is dead and it's only a handheld phone or maybe tablets or maybe a screen which is smaller than the TV. What is the future of television? How does it survive in this digital age?
Well, you have to embrace the digital age, right? So the whole idea behind the fact that people are saying television is dead, we have a lot of data, industry data, that still today, for example, advertising has most impact on the big screen, right? So you can bring all your digital assets into the phone, but the conversion rate of an advert on those is next to nothing. So there is a big demand commercially to be on the big screen. And to be fair, the only thing that has changed is that the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas of this world are on their phone a lot more. So even when they're in front of a big screen, they are still in front of the device. So the future, as we see it, is bringing that experience and blending it into the big screen. So one of the stuff we're showing here is how, you know, you could be sitting in the room with your father as a child and you're watching something that's interesting, and then you swipe it up on the screen and you blend it in and you make that a shared experience with your father. Or we have ways of bringing people together. So you're watching a football game, your favorite team, and you call your 2 or 3 friends through your mobile, utilizing your camera on your phone and your audio on your phone, and the faces appear on the side of the football match, and you're commentating at the same time as you're watching. So we don't want to stop that digital transformation, we want to embrace it. And I think that's the future of television, because the big screen has a lot of value and people want to have the big screen.
Is this your first trip to the Middle East? Have you been to the Middle East?
I've been coming all my life. I
Yeah.
mean, all my working life I've been.
So you've seen the Middle East actually become what it is today, the giant, the mammoth center of capital, to be honest, kind of
Correct.
like the center of the world. What is your opinion, since you've seen this transformation, which we can say, let's talk about connectivity or this space only, which MWC is all about. Do you see in the next 5 years or 10 years? Where do you see this region leading, following, or going neck to neck with the world?
Well, for starters, if you look at the socioeconomics of this region, there is a desperate need to change from being reliant on energy
Yeah.
to new means of being relevant. And you see in our daily lives, we're switching from petrol cars to electric cars and what have you. Ultimately, the fact that these countries, all of them collectively, I mean, here in Qatar, but also in UAE and in Saudi, there's a huge intention and a huge statement of changing both the world they live in, but also the relevance of what they do. So
Yes.
bringing MWC, which is the biggest of its type event that's normal in Barcelona, for the first time, this is the inaugural event, right? In the Middle East, is showing a statement that we're here and we want to help shape the world, and connectivity in these countries is next to none. People have high-level services and they expect nothing less than that. So this is where innovation is rife. So that's why we come here a lot, because there's a lot of companies that are hungry for innovation, and they're willing to collaborate and test new things.
Perfect. What is your prediction where the world is going in terms of AI? Because we talk about AI every day now. It's kind of like part of our conversation. We talk about it and we talk to it also, right?
Yeah.
Every day we use all the platforms. How do you, as the director of sales in Synamedia, how do you use it? First of all, individually, would be very nice to know. Secondly, how does the company utilize it?
So, a personal note, I use it daily. And I use all sorts of platforms, but my go-to is Perplexity.
Oh yeah, great in research, right?
Yeah. Look, I'm one of those people that I've got multiple degrees, but even so, I study every year something new. And in terms of helping me with understanding things, helping me with researching things, and validating things that I've done, is invaluable. But I don't think it's a matter of whether AI is coming or is here or whatever. AI is part of everything we do. So our products have AI in them, and I think we should maybe stop making too much of that term, because it's just another tool, right? And this tool enables us to do certain things in a more efficient way. And it helps us perhaps reduce our mundane tasks and focus on what's important, strategy, looking at the bigger picture.
The things that only humans can do.
Well,
Machines are unable to do right now.
Machines can still give you an idea of a strategy. They can give you an idea of their vision, but contextually, when you bring everything together and you understand also the dynamics, because human dynamics are very important. I mean, I'm sales, right? And for me, main part of my role is to understand the person I'm talking to. And I would have a different dialogue with each and every person, not because I'm a different person, but because I know that different people are receptive to different kind of. AI is a machine and it will give you the same sort of answer each and every time. It would not understand the nuance of the person you're in front of. But our tools, and you're welcome to come to our booth.
I will, 100%.
And see how we bring that in our technology and help us go that extra step faster.
I think your point is very true, because I have a lot of Gen Zs who I work with, and I have my parents and a lot of people. Whenever you talk to them and tell them that, oh, there's a chatbot now on this website, you can just ask them, and or you have a chat chat agent who you can talk to on phone. They're like, no, 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 no. We still prefer a human being who we can talk to. Even if you're talking to our bank or any service, they still prefer a human being. Obviously, the processes have been optimized through chatbots and chat agents, but still, people prefer a human on the
But it's
other
more
side,
efficient.
right?
It's more efficient. At this moment in time, it's a lot more efficient because, as I said, when you talk to somebody, they understand the nuance of your question. But you have to understand that the technology behind it is often referred to as machine learning, right?
Yeah.
So the machines are learning, and they will become more efficient. And chatbots will be one day the way to go for solving most of the problems, 99%.
At least the basic mechanical problems, like, oh, this is not working, okay, do this, follow these 4 steps.
It's like, I live in UK, I'm Greek originally, but I live in UK, and the first doctor you go to is a general practitioner, the GP, and he can do the majority, he can see the majority of the issues, right, and can help you with those. But there's 1 or 2% of things he needs to refer you to someone else.
A specialist.
So, yeah, exactly. So a bot would probably do that 98, 99% kind of answers, but you still need a specialist.
That's a great analogy. The bots are GPs, and then humans will be the specialists. Thank you so much, Nicolas. Last question, always ending it on a light note. When do you think, or if you think, humans will be replaced by AI? Because we saw so many humanoid robots. Tesla has their own robots. Everyone is trying to launch human robots to serve us. Do you think they can replace in any one field, or maybe?
So you're probably asking in the workspace as
in the workspace,
because socially there is even a function like elderly people, they need a companion. They can have an AI to help them with that, right? We try to see the world when an older couple loses their spouse, then they're all alone. It can be a feeling of companion. My mother turns on the TV and has it playing all day because she wants to feel that somebody's in the house. But in terms of workspace, there will be jobs affected for sure. But because works are affected, then you have to look at the history of all the technological innovations. So before we started talking about AI, we're talking about the World Wide Web. And people are saying, oh, that's gonna, revolutionize the way. And yes, it has affected the retail sector in a big way. But look how many jobs it's opened. Look at the likes of Amazon, Google, Meta.
Without internet, they won't be here.
These companies are there because of that, and they employ a lot of people. So it's understanding, the new space that it's being provided and how to navigate towards that. And the more you embrace it, and the more you understand this technology, and how it will shape the world of tomorrow. I mean, AI is only one of those things. I mean, people have been talking for years about crypto, and it's,
quite become mainstream.
Blockchain is part of our lives as well, but how that will shape the tomorrow, we don't know. But I don't fear that, collectively our jobs are at risk.
We'll just create new jobs to it. Exactly. It's just about companies embracing it and upskilling their employees.
Exactly.
So they know that when the time comes, we have upskilled them, and they can do a newer job. Correct. So and also as individuals, I think it's our responsibility to upskill ourselves. As you said, you want to learn something every year. I do that with books. I try to read a different genre of book every time. I started reading The History of Time by Stephen Hawking. I read the first chapter. After that, it's a lot of physics, but I still read the first chapter. Very interesting. Gives you a perspective like we're just a speck of dust in this great cosmos. But it's the idea of upskilling, constantly learning something new that will help you survive in the age of AI, I guess.
I mean, you have to look at the education, right? How do you educate the younger people in this world where you don't know what the jobs of tomorrow are going to be like, right? And all you can do is teach them how to adapt.
Yes.
Because one of the basic principles of why humanity has thrived so much is because of our adaptability. For millions of years, we've been adapting in the climate, in the environment, in new technologies,
Yeah.
and faster and faster and faster. And we have proven that we're good at adapting. And I think the more you teach children how to adapt, the better they will be in tomorrow's society.
So you heard it first. Adaptability is key to survival for human beings against AI, or at least when they want to live with AI. Thank you so much, Nicholas,
Thank you.
for coming to the Smashy Business Show, and